Namaskar, students. I think all of you are very fine today. This is the first class we are going to do. Today, we are going to start Unit 1. I'm your English teacher, and then all of you look at your book, page number 1. We are going to start from page number 1. In page number 1, we are going to talk about making plans and expressing intentions. Okay? And on this, there is a day off. A day off means holiday. Actually, when do you get holiday? What do you do? Maybe you will do some of the recreational activities, right? Okay, so look at here. There are some questions in think and act, okay? Do you play any games and sports? Of course, all of us, when we get time, we play games and sports. Next question, look at that. Are games and sports important? Yes, games and sports are very important because it reduces our stress, it builds healthy body, okay? And then it boosts self-confidence as well. We can be cooperative, we can be positive, we can build a positive attitude as well, right? Okay, now look at the next question. How are they important for an individual? As I have told you that it reduces the stress, it builds our self-confidence, okay? It also helps to improve our mental power. And what about the importance for nation, okay? For nation as well, games and sports, it's very important because it can resolve conflict between the people or between the countries, okay? It also built the youth fit and fine. Okay, so look at here, the next question. Are you planning to play any games this weekend? Of course, yes. You will plan different activities like playing cricket, playing football, volleyball, doing yoga, etc. You will plan in your holidays. Now, let's have a look. There on your book, page number 1, there are 4 different students. Luniva, Preeti, Rafi, and Lakshmikant. They are young badminton players. Okay, they are there for closed camp practicing, for practicing a tournament. I think tournament, you know, tournament means pratiyogita. It is competition, okay? And these 4 different players, they came there for closed camp, for practicing for a tournament. But today, they are free. They have got free time, a day off. Now, they are together and making plans for today. Now let's look at here what Luniva says. Luniva says that, thank God for the rest. I think I will visit my mother today. Okay, her plan for today is to visit her mother. And Lakshmikant, he is saying that, I don't think I'll go anywhere. I will sleep for the whole day. His plan for today is to sleep whole day. And Preeti is here. She is saying, perhaps I will go shopping. I need to buy some clothes. Okay, so she is making plan to buy some clothes. And Rafi, the last speaker, he is saying, I will be watching a movie on TV. I think I will wash my clothes in the afternoon. Okay, he is planning to watch movie. So 4 different speakers, 4 different young badminton players, they are planning for 4 different activities. Okay, now please turn your book, page number 2. Here, their coach is asking to them for their plan for today, okay? And they are telling him what they intend to do. He is asking, here is coach, good morning. What are you going to do today? He is asking the question to the students, 4 different players. Now, first one, Luniva is saying, I'm going to visit my mother today, sir. And Preeti is saying, I'm planning to go shopping. And Lakshmikant is saying, I'm thinking of sleeping throughout the day. I didn't go anywhere. And the last one, speaker, Rafi, he is saying that I intend to watch TV for some time. I am going to wash my clothes in the afternoon. So 4 different speakers, they are expressing their intentions in 4 different ways. Okay, as I have told you, making plans and expressing intentions, which we are reading, they have used different structures. You can see here, the first one, Luniva is saying, I will visit my mother today. Will visit. Okay? Next one is, I don't think I will go. Lakshmikant is saying like that. And Preeti is saying, I will go shopping. And next one, Rafi is saying, I will be watching. So they have used different structures, right? And you can see here, first one is, second one you can see, sleep for the whole day. And third one, go shopping. You can see go shopping. And then in next, you can see here, to visit my mother, and I don't want to go anywhere. Like this kind of different structures they have used. To go shopping, she has told like that. Now enrich your vocabulary. Now look at here. I want to show you, you all of you look at here, some recreational activities. Rachanatmak Kriyakalap, this means. Look at here, football, riding, cricket, baseball, jogging, judo, karate, chess, skating, etc. These are some of the recreational activity. You can see there in your book as well. We can talk about some activities with go plus ing, and for others we may use do. Now you have to group these activities under go or do. Before this, I would like to say you, for these recreational activities, we use 3 different kinds of verbs. Okay, so all of you look at here. First one is we use play. Second one is we use go. And third one is we use do. So these different structures, different verbs we use for recreational activities. So where do we use play? For what do we use? For what do we use go and then do? You have to know this. Now look at here, I'd like to say you, this play is used with the activities which need team. Okay, just for example, to play football, we need team, right? Many participants will be there, and then in team they play, and it has competition. Okay, so play is used with the activities which is played between the team and which is like the competition. Okay, and next one, look at here, this go. Go is used with verb ing. As you have seen there in your book as well, it is mentioned. Go plus verb ing. So look at here, riding. Riding is used with go, right? And then this do is the activities which is oneself for our enjoyment. We play or we do for that activities we use do. Now look at here. This football, as I have told you that, this is under play. We play football, right? Riding is go riding. I go riding. Cricket is also teamwork. So we play cricket. Baseball is also team activity. So we play baseball. Jogging, we go jogging, right? And then judo, this is we do judo, right? And karate is also the same. And chess, team game, so play chess. Skating, it is with verb ing, so go skating. Now have a look there in your book. Let's look at there. Swimming is here. What do you think? Go or do? Of course, go. Go swimming. A lot of swimming, then we use do. Yoga, do. Dancing, bhava ing is here, so go dancing. Knitting, go knitting. A lot of reading, do a lot of reading. Homework, do homework. Cycling, go cycling. Exercise, do exercise. And fishing is go fishing. So in that way, when we use about recreational activities, we should not forget about using different verbs. Did you get it, students? Okay, so first one is play is for team. Second one, go for ing. And for other activities, we use do. Okay, now have a look in next page. Make sentences. There is table, you can see there in your book. There are four different parts are there. You have to make sentences. I'm going to tell you 2 different sentences and other you will do yourself. Okay? Now, one of the goals, look at, one of the goals is or are. What do you think? Of course is. One is here, so is. One of the goals is, now what do you think? One of the goal is going to visit her mother, right? Among these 2, one is going to visit her mother. Now, none of the players, today they are going to play the tournament, practice for the tournament. So, none of the players is playing badminton today, because today is day off for them. So, in that way, please make as many sentences as you can. Now let's move to number 3. Again, you go through the speech bubble in exercise in page on your book, page number 1 and 2, and then you have to answer these questions. First number question is, why have the players gone to the close camp? What do you think? All of you look at that in your book. They have gone for practicing for a tournament, right? Okay, so next one question is, what game do these players play? They play badminton, right? Okay, next question, what are the 2 girls going to do today? Okay, so in speech bubble, we have read that one of the girl is going to visit her mother and other one is go shopping, right? Now, who intends to watch TV? Lakshmikant or Rafi? What do you think? Okay, so look at that in your book. Rafi intends to watch TV. Now, the number E, who seems to be too tired of the practice? Okay, so who is telling that I will sleep for whole day? Okay, yes. Lakshmikant is saying this thing. He is saying that I don't think I will go anywhere. I will sleep for the whole day. He is saying like that. So of course we can say that he is tired of practicing and then he wants to sleep. Right? Now the last question. This is very important question, students. Please go through it. Why do you think the players use I will in the first set of bubbles and I'm going to or intending to or planning to, etc. in the second bubble? Look at. Okay, I already told you that. First one is using I will, they have told the sentences. And second one is they have used planning to, going to, intending to. Okay, so, okay, I'd like to tell you the answer. First one is they are using I will because they are making plan, right? And then second one, they are saying that they are using going to, intending to, etc. So they are expressing their intentions to the codes. So they have used these structures. I think all of you got the idea. Okay, so a day of the activities, different kinds of activities, we had discussed about it here. Now, let's move to number 4. Again, all of you look at that in your book, page number 3. Look at the picture given and guess the answer to these questions. What is happening in the first picture? First of all, go through the pictures. First one is, you can see the leaves were covered with snow, okay? And they are red and brown colored. And next one is tree covered with green leaves, okay? So what is happening in the first picture? In the first picture, The leaves of the tree were covered with snow. And what can you see in the second picture? In second picture, we can see the trees covered with green leaves. Okay? Now, I'd like to show you the poem here. You can see there in your book as well. It is on page number 3. Okay, so this is the wind and the leaves. The title of the poem is The Wind and the Leaves. This poem is written by George Cooper. Okay, so let's look at the title of the poem, The Wind and the Leaves. By looking at the title of the poem, you can guess that the writer, the poet, is talking about nature. Okay? In this whole poem, we can get a chance to read the conversation between wind and the leaves. Have you ever seen that winds and the leaves, they are talking to each other? Of course not. It's a kind of fun to us to listen as well. But using personification, George Cooper has written this, The Wind and the Leaves poem. In this poem, he has used personification. Personification means to give human characters to non-human beings, right? It's wind and the leaves, they are non-human, but characters given to human being, so they are talking to each other. So we can just guess that this poem, The Wind and the Leaves, it is about the nature, okay? Natural rules. Now, have a look here. A short description about the poet. Okay, so look at here. It's about a short introduction of the poet. George Cooper, he is an American poet, okay? And he was born in 1838 and then died in 1927. He is not only a poet, he is also a songwriter, and then he is best known for his song lyrics, okay? So I have given you 2 different examples of the songs written by George Cooper. They are Beautiful Isle of the Sea and While the Days Are Going By. These are the 2 melodious poems that can easily be sung by normal people like us. He has also translated, he is also a translator, right? As I have told you, he is a poet, he is a songwriter, and he is also a translator. He has translated different lyrics of different countries, different languages like German, Russian, Italian, Spanish, etc. into English. So he is a great literary figure of America, George Cooper, right? So now, let's read this poem once, okay? All of you listen to me and then look at your book. As I have told you, look at page number 3, the poem. Come, little leaves, said the wind one day. Come over the meadows with me and play. Put on your dresses of red and gold, for summer is gone and the days grow cold. Soon as the leaves heard the wind's loud call, down they came fluttering one and all. Over the brown field then they danced and flew, singing the soft little songs they knew. Dancing and whirling the little leaves went. Winter had called them and they were content. Soon, fast asleep on their earthy beds, the snow laid a coverlet over their heads. Written by George Cooper. Okay, now before explaining this poem, I'd like to discuss about some of the difficult words here. Come, little leaves. I don't think that you find anything difficult here. Said the wind one day, come over. Okay, the meadows. Meadows means grassland. Okay, I want you write there in your book the meaning of the difficult words so that when you will read later on, then also it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so meadow means what? Meadow means grassland. Okay, thank you, students. With me and play, put on. Put on here means wear. Your dresses, okay? Change the color here of red and gold. For summer is gone and the days grow cold. I think there is also no any, in this stanza as well, no any difficult word. Soon as the leaves heard the wind's loud call, down they came fluttering. Now look at, fluttering is here. Fluttering means moving in different way, not straightly, but in up and down. One and all. Over this one, O-V-E-R, this is. Over the brown field, then they danced and flew, singing the soft little songs they knew. Dancing and whirling. Whirling means spinning, okay? Moving round and round. The little leaves went. Winter had called them and they were content. Content means happy or satisfied. Soon fast asleep on their earthly beds. Earthly beds means ground. The snow laid means placed, or coverlet. Coverlet means like bed cover over their heads. Okay, so we discussed the difficult word like meadow. Meadow means grassland. We had discussed fluttering. Fluttering means moving up and down. And another word we discussed is whirling. Whirling means spinning, moving around. And the other word is content we discussed. Content means satisfied. And asleep means like dead, okay, without movement here. Coverlet means like bed cover. Laid is placed. Okay, so these are the difficult words meaning. Now, I'd like to talk about in detail, okay, between this conversation. Before that, let's have a look here. The literary terms which are used by George Cooper in this poem. The literary terms like he has used personification. As I have already told you, personification is the literary term which means giving human characters to something non-human or representation of an abstract quality in human form. Okay, just I would like to give you example. Okay, all of you look at me. Look at my marker. Okay, this is black in color, right? Now I'm going to tell what it is feeling now. Okay, everyone listening to me? Look at here. The marker is saying that I am going to be fade. Okay, my color is also going to be fade. The name of the company which was written there on my body is also fade. My cap is also going to be old. I think after some days, maybe the teacher will throw me in bin. I'm so sad and depressed. In this way, if this marker started feeling like we human being, then this is personification. Okay, I think you got the idea. So human characters, the poet has, as I have told you, this poem is totally based on personification. There is conversation between wind and leaves. As we all know that wind and leaves, they are non-human and they don't speak. But here is the conversation between these two. So this shows that they are having conversation and the poet has used personification here. Other one is visualization. Okay, visualization is a technique for creating images to communicate a message, right? So in this poem, the poet is trying to make us feel that, or make us create the image of wind and leaves. Just you can see here, put on your dresses of red and gold. When you read this sentence, then you can imagine the thing that the leaves in autumn season, they change their color. They become red, yellow, brown, right? So the image comes in our mind. So whole poem, when we read, we create a kind of image in our mind. So here we can see the technique of visualization as well. Now look at rhyming scheme, okay? Rhyming scheme is the pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem. You can see here rhyming word, day, play, gold, cold, call, all, flew, new, went, content, birds, heads, right? So these are the rhyming words. Rhyming words are the last word of the poem, which sounds are like similar, right? So look at here, this day and play, a sound we can hear, so they are rhyming to each other. So this is a, we can write here, this day is a, it rhymes with play, so this is also a. Okay, this is rhyming scheme. Now, gold, O is used here, cold, the same. So we can see these two rhymes with each other. So this is B and this one also B. Why it is not written here A? Guess once. Okay, because this gold and then day play, it does not rhyme with each other. So there we can see the use of different word and then we have written B. Next one, call and all. Okay, so this call and all, this also does not rhyme with the A and B. So this is C. You can see here, this one is C. So danced and flew. Flew is here. Flew, new. These two rhymes with each other, but does it rhyme with other above? No. So with A also it does not rhyme, with B also it does not rhyme, and with C also it does not rhyme. So this is D. Okay? So went and content. Okay? These two rhymes with each other, went and content. But does it rhyme with any one above, A, B, C, D? No. So this went is E. Okay? And then birds and heads. They rhyme with each other, but it does not rhyme with above. So F and F. So the rhyming pattern of this poem is A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, and F, F. So these are the things we can see here, the literary terms. Now, let's look at the difficult word. I would like to, okay, before practicing the questions, let's look at, I would like to tell you the summary. Come little leaves, said the wind one day. Okay, the little leaves, two little leaves, the wind called one day. Okay, did you get or not? Okay, the wind has called two little leaves saying, come. Come over the meadows with me and play. Okay, how much time, come over the meadows with me and play. It means that they are calling, the wind is calling to the leaves to come down on the grassland for what? To play with it. Put on your dresses. Now it's time to change yourself. Now it is autumn. In autumn season, you have to change the color of leaves. Okay, you should change your dresses. You should change the color into what? Red and gold. For summer is gone and the wind and the days grow cold. Summer has gone. Now it is autumn, and then winter is approaching. Right? Grow cold. Soon as the leaves heard, so when they heard, the leaves heard the loud call of wind, they came down. Down they came fluttering one and all. One by one, they came down, fluttering. Okay? Over the brown field, okay, over the ground. Then they danced and flew. Okay? When they come down, of course, you have seen there, when leaves come down from the tree, from the branches, we can see it is not come down like a stone, or like you can see here, this marker is coming down in this way, but the leaves, it does not come down straightly, okay? It flutters, right? So over the brown field, and they singing the soft little songs they knew, okay? The wind also makes the song or sings the song, and then the leaves also, while they come down, they do not come straightly, but moving in different wave, they come down. Dancing and whirling, the little leaves went. Okay, they played, they danced together with wind. Okay, while coming down, and they are happy. Why they are happy? Because the winter had called them. Now, soon fast asleep. Okay, after playing, after dancing for some time, after moving for some time, they fast asleep. They stop moving, right? On their earthy beds, means on the ground. Then the snow laid or covered it. Now snow fall down in winter, and then it covers the leaves. Okay, it covers the heads. So this is about the poem. We can see the natural, this is the interplay, interaction between wind and leaves. We can find here some kind of natural rule. The poet has taught us about the natural rule which we cannot avoid. We cannot avoid the rules of nature. Just for example, we, human being, we born, we grow old, and then we will die. This is the natural process. Okay? We cannot change it. In the same way, in other seasons, the leaves are green, but when autumn comes, they change their color. The leaves' color will be changed in red and gold, and then after that, the leaves will fall down from the tree. They leave the branches, come down, and then after some days, they settle, and then they settle, and in winter, the snow fall, and then they will covered with the snow. So this is all about the poem, right? I have told you the summary. I have talked about the writer's information, George Cooper. He is not only the poet, but also the songwriter and also the translator, right? He is American poet. And then he has used personification, he has used visualization, and also he has used different rhyming scheme, right? And there we can see the conversation between wind and the leaves, okay? And they are talking to each other, and they are playing, dancing, okay, spending time together and being happy, because every one of us, we should be happy with the natural process, with the natural rule. Okay, students, we had talked about this. The remaining exercise and the remaining thing we will do in our next class. Okay, thank you so much. Namaskar.